Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Katie, and if you haven't stopped by my channel before, I'm over at ChapterStackss. It's a lot of psychological thrillers, a lot of horror, so basically if you just want to be freaked out during the holidays, feel free to stop by. I was super excited when Maureen asked me if I wanted to be part of Harry Christmas to You, and I was trying to think, how do I want to combine Christmas, Harry Potter, and some other stuff that I want to get done during my winter break. And then I had the idea to read the entirety of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in Spanish before I start my spring semester. Now, without any backstory, that might seem a little bit random to some of you, but basically for an entire year I was an English teacher in Galicia in Spain in a small city called Lugo, and I would say while I was there my Spanish got to like a 7 out of 10, and in the year and a half I've been gone and been at grad school, I would say my Spanish has plummeted to like a 4 out of 10. So over the next 4 or 5 weeks I want to read the entirety of the Sorcerer's Stone in Spanish, and some of you might be saying, Katie, that's Philosopher's Stone, that's in English. Good eye. Yeah, that's not the Spanish version. As I was doing the 9-hour drive back to here, my high school bedroom at my parents' house for winter break, I could sense that I was forgetting something. I've been searching throughout my room for the past like 2 hours trying to find my Spanish version, and then I had an idea. I was like, I bet you it's back at my other apartment where I go to school 9 hours away. And sure enough, I pulled a Nancy Drew and pulled up my bookshelf tour, and of course it was right there tucked away at the bottom. So no, I will not be driving 20 hours round trip, but instead I found it online, and I've actually found that reading it online has been going much more quickly than in the past when I had attempted to read the physical copy. Now I think the main reason this is going a lot faster is if I don't know what a word means, I can just quickly copy either a word or an entire sentence into SpanishDictionary.com to try and figure out what it means. I'm currently on chapter 3 and I'm hoping to finish it by mid-January when I head back to school, which definitely should not be an issue since this is going a lot faster than I thought it would, but at the same time I want to read a ton over winter break since generally I have time to read like 1 book every 2 weeks. I am super curious if any of you guys done this before to try and increase your fluency in a second language. I'm also curious for those of you who are bilingual or at least attempting to be, have you guys noticed how the tone changes when you're reading a translation of the book? Because I have to admit right now, at least as I'm reading it, it doesn't have that J.K. Rowling feeling that I have when I read it in English. However, I don't think that's any indication that the Spanish translation is bad whatsoever, so don't think that's what I'm insinuating. I think that's just an indication of how bad my Spanish is. So I am really curious to see, as I think my Spanish progresses over the next 4 or 5 weeks, how the tone shifts in the book and if it feels more like J.K. Rowling's writing. I'm also curious to see how much faster I can eventually read this. Right now I would say I'm struggling along at like 3 or 4 minutes per page just because I really want to know what every single word means. In mid-January when I do finish it, I'm probably going to post a wrap-up video for just how the process went. I assume that will probably be up on my channel since that won't be until January. But again, let me know if you guys have done this before or if you think it's a good or bad idea. I don't care either way. And also let me know if you've read any of the same book in 2 different languages. It doesn't have to be Harry Potter, how different the experiences were or if they were the same if you're bilingual. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not positive when Maureen is going to post this, but if it's prior to December 14th, on December 14th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be hosting the live show on Twitter for Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. My personal favorite movie, controversial maybe since I know the 3rd is a lot of people's favorite, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season and enjoying your time off from school if you are in school, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.